size. You'll try again. Y'all think Papa's gonna be okay? Yeah.
Hi everybody, don't look at me, I look bad.
What do you think about the porch?
I love it, it's gorgeous. You folks will love it.
Your hair looks as red as your sister's in the thing.
Oh dear God, don't tell me that.
No.
Is it red? Is my hair red? Sissy, is it really red?
It is. This weekend I have a lot to do. I'm going to make it a super productive weekend. I'm going to bring y'all along with me because you are the best motivation to get the daggone thing done. Shane's actually working on a part of the porch that I told you guys about in the last video. The side we had to redo it completely, so I'm waiting on him to get done with that. We finished that much of it in the last video. We got that much more to finish, and then I can stain it, and then that'll be completely done. I'm pretty much just going to do everything in this video. It's just going to be a weekend in my life, and a weekend in my life just happens to have a lot of mobile home updates in it, mom motivation, homemaking motivation, and really all the things. It's really productive most of the time. I rarely have a not productive video because I'm usually always productive. Even though everything is chaos in my house, I'm always doing something. That just means I'm bad at management, not bad at doing something. That's the difference. A lot of people would assume I don't do anything because of the way that my house can get sometimes. It's actually not that I don't do anything at all. That's not actually the problem at all. That's not the problem. The problem is I don't know how to manage my time. Something I'm trying to learn with, and y'all are actually helping me with a whole lot. I jump around from thing to thing, and I do that thing with my whole heart, but then I lack consistency in doing that thing over and over and over again to keep it up. Does that make sense? So like I'll do the thing and I'll do it with everything I got, but then I leave it and I go to something else and I forget all about that thing that I just did and put my everything into, and then guess what? It goes downhill and everything goes south, and I have to come back to it and do it all over again. My problem in my home is me managing my time and giving a little bit of my time to a whole lot of little places versus just putting my everything into one thing, then moving on and put my everything into something else and forgetting about the thing I just put my everything into. Laziness has never been a problem for me. I may be 300 pounds, but boy, let me tell you, I'm a bowling ball. I'm moving. And when I'm not moving, I'm thinking about moving. So let's see what we can get into this weekend. So these clothes have been in here probably a week. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all don't even want to know what the laundry situation looks like again. I take 1 billion steps forward and 2 billion steps back when it comes to laundry. I don't know where my lid is. We're just going to do it until we feel right. Oh, yeah, right there. That's good. I'm telling y'all, whenever I do a makeover or something like the porch, and it takes up a lot of my time, I've told y'all before, but I mean it with my whole heart, it sets me back so fast. I'm using some Purex crystals a lot. I'm just using the whole thing. These things stank. Y'all remember whenever I first started my channel, I made like a little flower arrangement with something like this, a Clorox container? I keep saving my things like this in hopes that I'll have time to do something like that again, because I really like doing that, and it was really cheap. A way to have new decor without going and spending a fortune on it. I'm going to add some Downy fabric softener. This just goes to show y'all, if y'all ever get excited about me, oops, overflowed it, about me getting my life together, please, it's always going to be short-lived. It's going to be short-lived. I'm learning that myself. I'm wondering if I could, I think I'm going to put a little bit of OxyClean in here too. We're just loading this sucker up because it smells that bad and it's been in there that long. I need to like organize this stuff up here really bad. I'm going to get just a big old, yeah, whatever feels right. Yeah, we're using a lot because it stinks. It smells like dirty socks and armpits. Let's get this going. Whenever I'm finding that I'm struggling with this particular thing in the house, or just not being on my game when it comes to homemaking, I'll get y'all out. I pull the camera out, pretend like y'all are here, and it makes me feel less alone. Because I know from the thousands of comments I've received that I'm not the only one that struggles with homemaking. My door is open. My car door is open, and we've been home for a very long time. So pulling y'all out always helps me to just remember the end goal. And what is the end goal? It's not to have a perfect house. It's not even to be a perfect homemaker. It's not even to be a really necessarily good homemaker. It's to be the best homemaker I can possibly be. Not the best homemaker, the best one I can possibly be.
Beneath the shadows of this quiet town, I see you there, your feathers on the ground.
So this right here is how we connect everything. I'm gonna get some double-sided stuff for this to stick right here. But in order for that to happen, as you can see, I've got the cord coming out this way. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna make a small kind of rounded hole right here for the cord to come through.
Smart. So we went ahead and just put all new cuts, and I'm just going to restain it and everything, because if you can see up here, the fireplace is actually at an angle, and when we did the cuts, I hadn't put a piece of like shim up there at the top, so like right here. So it was, all the cuts were kind of going downhill, and it didn't really bother me. But whenever we had to redo those bottom pieces, because we had the cord sandwiched and we wanted to make an area for the cord to come through so that we could double side tape it up the side, I was like, you know what, since we're already having to take a third of this project down, let's just go ahead and redo it and re-shiplap it. Cut our losses, because when we had cut them at an angle, we had trimmed them about, I'd say, 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/6 of an inch too short. So there was a little bit of a gap too. So we just cut our losses with, I think it took 3 pieces of that lumber, which is a pretty big loss considering how expensive lumber is. But in order to get it looking right, and in order to have the cord come out and not be sandwiched and not eventually have a short in it because it is sandwiched between wood, it was worth it. So we're just redoing this today. Quick redo. It's taking Shane. He got up really early this morning and started working on it, and then he ran to get a bar to hang the TV up with, and now he's just quickly got to finish up this bottom part, and we'll be done with it, and I can stain it, and we'll be good to go.
Don't let your worries weigh you down, down, down. You can still take flight, although you're earthbound.
Couldn't have done that any better if I tried.
That's stupid.
What's stupid?
That play they ran, it's 4th and 1, they should have done a run play or something. Quarterback sneak. They passed it. That's the same mistake Tennessee made.
Being any harm to the Tigers as Alabama's offense takes the field at the 42-yard line. Taylor Milrow approach short to Isaiah Bond run out of bounds as we check it.
Don't be doing that.
A guy got injured and was laying out. He said, I hope you lay there all night. You lay out there for the rest of the night.
Get him. Gosh. Can't stand it.
I had told you guys about this chicken coop that I had gotten for basically free. One of my dad's friends was going to throw it away, and I was like, we make trash treasure here. I can do something with that. I see some potential there. So instead, I didn't feel right taking it from him for free, even though he was going to get rid of it. So I traded him some chickens. I'm over here bartering chickens, but I traded him some chickens for it, and I just knew that we would be able to, me and Shane together, would be able to make this thing look really pretty and make it functional again. So I started off by hosing it down, and then Shane went in and tightened up some areas. It was kind of falling apart. It was kind of falling apart. So we added some screws and nails into places, and then we took all the doors off and the hinges off so I could get to painting it. Now, any other time I would have used chalk paint. I would have went in no matter what it was, outside, inside, whatever, with chalk paint. But because this is a chicken coop and I was putting a lot of effort into making this last for a while for us, I wanted to get exterior paint. So I did 2 coats of white exterior paint on this thing, and it pretty much covered up that beautiful Pepto-Bismol pink. I chose white because I wanted the exterior of the chicken coop to sort of match the exterior of my house, because we're going to be having a lot of buildings going up. And, you know, I want a llama. A llama needs a house. I want the llama's house to match our house. So I wanted all my little farm stuff to match my house, and my house is white, and it has accents of dark wood. So I left the front window and door area, I left it alone so that I could go back in and try my best to stain it or paint it to match the wood on my porch and to give it that modern farmhouse kind of rustic look.
You were made to soar amongst the clouds, but never learned to rise above these crowds. Stuck in the dust of the life that you found, with nowhere to go, no higher ground. Even if you never flown before, you can take a chance and try once more. Don't let your worries weigh you down, down, down. You can still take flight, although you're earthbound. Although you're earthbound. You're earthbound.
So at first I tried to rough sand it just with a piece of sanding paper, and that did not work at all. I was hoping to get a majority of that pink off the wood just so I would have a fresh start when it comes to staining this, because I only had the stain to stain this with that I used on my porch. So I was hoping I could get it down to like the bare grain of the wood. That was unrealistic of me to even think that was going to happen. I got nowhere with this rough sanding paper, but then I went in with the sander and I got a little bit further. It still didn't take all the pink off, but I ended up staining over it, and it took about 7 coats of stain to cover that pink, but it worked in the end. Whoever painted that good. Shane's working on the roof right now because when we got the chicken coop, it was lacking the roof. So what we did is we just got some plywood, and then we got this, it's like kind of like asphalt, like a roll of asphalt. It was the same stuff that was on the pieces of the roof that was left on the chicken coop, and we just mimicked that, went and got some of that, cut it to fit these boards, used some, Shane calls it alpha glue, and then just kind of folded it over and stapled it or like nailed it to the board itself. That way we had a roof that was pretty water resistant, and we were able to put the hinges on it no problem.
Simply freeze. Don't you worry, let me throw you up, 'cause I think I know where you always stuck. You give everything so easily, but there are things you don't let people see. Open up and hammer down the wall, and all the the test of time.
We got these hinges and put them on because I needed the roof to open whenever I go to clean out the coop. The bottom of the tray that you've seen laying around, it slides out and pulls out and everything. But I wanted easy access to not only the coop when I'm cleaning it, but also to the chickens. So I put the white bar. I told Shane to put it, like attach it to one side of the roof to use as a handle so I could just pull it back. And then I could just pull the other side and both sides of the roof would open. And then also where the eggs will be, where they'll lay, I also have the roofs open there. That way I have easy access to those areas as well for cleaning and stuff like that. Silky chickens don't lay a whole lot of eggs. I didn't get them for the eggs. If I had of it, would have been like Easter eggers or Americanas or something like that. But I wanted silkies because I loved the way that they look. They looked precious and their demeanor is really, really sweet for chickens. I had done a lot of reading about them and found out that that's the kind that I wanted to go with. So I wasn't really interested in eggs. Honestly, I don't even know if I could eat an egg that didn't come out of a carton from a store. I don't know. The Laura Ingalls in me really, really wants to, but I ain't there yet. We ain't there yet. We might get there though.
The sky is blue, the sun is high. Sitting here on my own, I think of you, you're on my mind, you know. To me that's alright. Green grass on my neighbor's lawn. Maybe I should take a stroll. And to me that's alright. To me that's alright. I spend my days just dreaming about you. Well, now that's just what I will do. I'm telling you, the sky is blue, the sun is high. I'm sitting here on my own. I think of you, you're on my mind, you know. To me, that's alright.
I love how my white as snow silky chickens love giving themselves mud baths. Not dirt baths, mud baths. They're so dirty all the time. I have to like continually move them. They're free range chickens most of the time, so they're always like they roam in the backyard and stuff, and at night they go up. So what I've been doing is I've been putting them in a limited range area that I control. That way they're not running after the mud baths, because I know dirt baths are good for them and chickens give themselves dirt baths all the time, but I don't know about mud baths. So now I have them in this area, and what we intend to do on this wall of trees right here, we're gonna have a huge long, like elongated chicken coop. We're gonna have that really soon. So I'm thinking about turning one of my buildings into the chicken coop too. I don't know yet though. I don't know, but if we do get more, then I'll definitely be using my building or a building like that for a coop. But we are going to do a tall covered chicken coop within the next couple of weeks. That way the chickens are covered. Blue Jeans, no, I wanted to put McChickens on the front of it so bad. Blue Jeans thinks they're McChickens. I got Blue Jeans to be my farm dog, and Moon is the one that's the farm dog. Blue Jeans is the one that's wanting to eat them. She sees fried chicken everywhere she goes. But so in the next couple of weeks we're going to be building just a simple chicken coop. Baby, did you fall? Are you okay? Just a simple chicken coop that is covered. It's tall, about 7 foot tall, Shane.
Yeah.
7 foot is about the height we're going for. It's gonna be quite long. It's gonna have a cover over it. They're gonna have a door that I can walk. It's gonna have a door that I can walk in so that I can easily get in there and do all my chicken chores. And Colt can do his chicken chores because Colt does a lot of the chicken chores. He enjoys doing the chicken chores, like he's bonded with the chickens. So we're gonna have a door that we can get in there and do what we need to do. So it's gonna be really nice, and I'm gonna decorate it and everything. It's gonna look super cute. The only thing I'm worried about doing that is it's not gonna be movable. It's gonna be stationary because it'll be so large, and I'm afraid that they'll find mud baths. So right now I'm keeping them semi-clean by moving them around and letting them be limited range, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know how these people on Pinterest keep their chickens, their white silky chickens, so clean. Like, teach me your ways, because oh my gosh. My hair is wild right now. So I have just got the chicken coop over there where it needs to be. Look at my whole like chicken identity right now. My whole identity is right there with chickens. But I'm about to go in here and take down the fall decor. There's not much. You guys remember when I did my fall decorate with me, I didn't do a whole lot. I just did enough for my kiddos because they really wanted fall decor up. And where we had just moved and everything, I was not going to do it until they asked me to. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do as much as I can. Not do a whole lot, but do as much as I can. So I don't have a whole lot to take down. But I did want to talk to y'all for a minute because I've been seeing a common comment in the comments of some videos, and I want to kind of talk to you guys about it, I guess. I don't know. I always hesitate to talk about stuff like this because I usually get the comment of, oh, you don't have to explain yourself to anybody, and I know that, but you're my friends, right? So I don't have to explain myself to anybody, but that doesn't mean I don't want to explain myself to anybody. I think, you know, you guys give me a lot of your time during the week. I make 45-minute videos, 35 to 45-minute videos twice a week. And you guys give me that time. I feel like the least I can do is give you guys an explanation. While I don't owe it to anybody per se, I feel like to some sort of extent I do owe it to you because you're my friend, right? And if a friend said something to me, and then I would retort with an explanation, right? Because they're my friends. Well, you guys are my friends too, most of you guys. And those of you who aren't, I wish you were. So I'm always hesitant to get on here and talk about it because I do get that comment a lot. I know I don't have to, but I really want to. The common comment I've been seeing lately, not only over here, but over on Instagram as well, is that, I'm gonna paraphrase, I would love you and your videos so much more if you didn't talk as much. Or you talking so much makes watching this video unbearable. Or, I like the husband, but the lady talks too much. I got that one the other day. And I want to kind of explain. I'm going to talk a lot here to explain, but I want to kind of explain why I talk so much. When I first started YouTube, I felt so called to start a YouTube channel. And if you don't know my backstory, it's spread out in a bunch of videos, but I felt my soul, I mean down to my soul, I felt called to come on YouTube, and I didn't want to. And the reason I didn't want to is because I was bullied my entire life. Not only by like kids at school, but my home life as well. I was bullied pretty bad, which is why I try so hard to raise my kids to be kids who would have treated me, baby Merina, kindly. I put that on Instagram earlier when I did a reel, and that spoke so much, like it just came to my mind, and that healed a lot in me. Is I've realized I've raised my kids, and I'll continue to raise my kids in a way that they would be so kind to me when nobody else was when I was a kid. So I was hesitant to even come on YouTube because I think people just think because I don't retort in a mean way to negative comments, or because I come back in a kind way, that the comments don't affect me. And I'm human, of course they do. At the end of the day, do I care what people think? No, I think that's pretty obvious, or I would have stopped coming on here a long time ago. But that doesn't mean I don't feel something when I read those comments, right? I'm unapologetically me. I couldn't be anybody if I tried. But also at the end of the day, I'm a human and I feel things, and I feel things really strongly, y'all. I cry at the drop of a hat. So I was being called to something, and I knew it was going to be online, and I was petrified. And I was at church one night, and this guy, he didn't even know me. He had no idea who I was. I was visiting a church. I wasn't at my church. I was visiting a church, and he had no idea who I was. And he pulled me aside and he said, "You are going to be talked down to. You're going to be talked about. You're going to go through a lot of that." He said, "But God said to let that roll off your back like water off a duck's feathers." When he said that to me, there was such a release in me, And I honest to God believe it was God preparing me to receive the sort of comments that I do now. So I got on YouTube. Even being hesitant, I got on YouTube because I'm not going to tell God no. I told God when he changed my life, I said, no matter what, it's a yes from me. You want me to go overseas? It's a bold thing to say, but it's a yes from me. You want me to do this? It's a yes. You want me to do that? It's a yes. Whatever it is you want from me, it's a yes. So I wasn't about to tell God no after I had told him anything he wanted from me was a yes. My answer is a yes, period. Not a yes but, not a yes well, not a yes when. It's a yes, period. But I was definitely hesitant because I did have issues from my childhood, and I did have a lot of rejection. I've felt a lot of rejection. I've been rejected a whole lot. And so me putting myself out here seems wild. But once I got on here, I realized that I had people to talk to that listened. I was like, oh my gosh, like I tell y'all everything. I tell y'all what I feel about things. I tell y'all my views on things. And I talk to you guys, and I talk so much. And I know that's not everybody's cup of tea. I know that. But I can't stop myself from doing that because I've found something good on here. And that's listening ears. Like I get to talk to you guys and you listen, and it's like 28 years of nobody listening, and then bam, I have somebody to listen to me. I have a lot of years worth of talking to make up for. I have a whole lot of years worth of talking to make up for. I know not everybody comes on here to hear talking. I know a lot of people come on here just for the makeovers. They don't like my personality. They don't even like me, but they watch the makeovers. I know a lot of people watch me and they don't like me at all, and they hate watch me. I don't like that word, because I would hate to think somebody was hate watching me. I like to think that maybe the people who don't like me that are watching me in hopes that one day they might like me. I don't know. Some people just come on for the homemaking. Some people just come on for the cleaning. And then you have those unicorn people, that group of unicorn people who come for it all no matter what. So if I were to stop talking so much, and that would be something taken away from me that I've really found that I've got out of this thing between us, right? Like, you guys get videos and you get makeovers and you get cleaning motivation and encouragement and all these things. You guys get all that, but I get you guys. Your guys' gift, think of it as like me making content, me doing makeovers, me inspiring you by a makeover, me encouraging you in homemaking, me doing all those things. Those are my gifts to you guys. But you're just the gift for me, you and your ears. Thankfully, YouTube has changed my life, not only in an emotional way and in a lonely way. I'm not lonely anymore, but also in a financial way. I get all those things, but at the end of the day, my gift from God is you. So I can't stop talking because I found this relationship with you guys where I want to talk to you. I want to tell you about my day. I want to go on in a 7-minute long intro because I've just got so much stuff to tell you guys that I only get to tell you twice a week because I only make videos twice a week. So I don't want people to blatantly think I'm being rude by not listening to them when they tell me to stop talking. I don't want people to think that I don't value their opinion when they tell me that they don't like a lot of talking. I do. I hear you, and your opinion is valid, and your opinion means something to me. But also, I have to look at it as like, you're coming over here to my house right now, right? It's like you walking onto my porch right now, sitting in front of me, and you telling me to hush. That's what it feels like on my end, because you guys are sitting here in front of me on my porch, over here on my little corner of the internet. And like I said, I know a lot of people are here for that reason, just to watch me do things. Not everybody wants to hear me talk, but you guys don't know the therapy you guys have given me through having a voice. Because if you know anything about my past, you know I've been in a lot of situations as a very, very, very small child. My voice was taken away from me, and I feel like it's been given back. So that's why I talk all the time. I talk all of the time. I talk to anybody who will listen, anybody who will talk to me. I talk, because for so many years I didn't talk, and for so many years I didn't have that voice. And it's something to go from a 4-year-old little girl who is silenced and has no voice to a 32-year-old woman who has 100,000 people who listen to her. And that's why I can't stop talking. And if I stop talking, then maybe something God wants to say to you through me would be hushed. And God forbid I ever silence God. So I take everything I say as it's important. No matter if it's just a little subject or a big subject, it's important because something in there might be God using me to get to one of you. I just wanted to sit down here real quickly. I'm trying to keep it short because how ironic it is to keep talking about not talking. But I just wanted to get on here and explain that. Because like I said, I know I don't owe anybody an explanation. But I respect you. Even those of you who don't like me, I respect you. And I want to give you that explanation. Even those who do like me and they just don't like the talking, I respect you, and I want to give you that explanation. It's not that I'm ignoring you, I promise. It's not that I don't care what you have to say, I promise. It's none of that stuff, I promise. And I'm not mad at those of you who don't like the talking, I promise. You guys are why I'm even sitting down talking about it right now. I just want you to understand my point of view and why I continue to talk, even when I've been asked not to. I am sweating already. Let's go take this fall decor down. I am so ready because the faster I take this fall decor down, in the next video, the floor is going down. The hardwood floor is going down. And once that hardwood floor is down, you know what it means? Christmas decor on the inside.
I find that I'm always having to make amends for shortcomings, trying to make my way, knocking on every door in this maze. The times it's all out of reach, soldier on. When it's harder to learn than to teach, soldier on. I do believe that if someone is willing to pay all their dues, there's almost no end to what can be won one day. You gotta choose. The times it's all out of reach, soldier on. When it's harder to learn than to teach, soldier on. Come rain, storm, or blue sky, soldier on. Soldier on. Through both night and day, soldier on. Onward all the way, soldier on. Soldier on. Soldier The times it's all out of reach, soldier on. So much harder to learn than to teach, soldier on. Come rain, storm, or blue sky, soldier on.
Shane!
Yeah?
Come here!
What is it? What is it?
it ain't poisonous because it was on me.
It's a house spider.
Is it? I was like, I can't go down the black widow hole again.
Actually, I'm gonna give it to Colton.
Blue sky, soldier on. Don't lose hope. Keep your faith, soldier on.
Says he's taking a picture of it. A spider. Look at that. Is it a spider?
Shane.
I don't
Oh, Shane, there's two.
Oh.
I don't like you.
What's the
There's two spiders.
It's a spider in the
Really?
shadow.
I'm
And
gonna
she's
move.
underneath.
Don't do that with Nan there. Do not do that with Nanny there.
Hey.
Shane. Man, don't. You'll hurt.
They were two. Wasn't they two,
It was
Reenie?
a shadow.
Wasn't they two, Reena? They weren't two spiders over there? I'd have swore I saw two.
It was a shadow.
Huh?
All the fall decor is down. It is bare in there, ready for us to get into something else with the flooring and the Christmas decor. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope y'all have a blessed morning or night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Know that I love you, but
Jesus loves you more.
Jesus loves you so much more. I'll see y'all later.